wheels on the bus going round and round. Got the wheels on the bus going round and round. Yeah, wheels going round and round. Yeah, and we rolling through your town. Yeah, hey, round and round and round and round and round. Yeah, round and round.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Big Ugly Sports Show, brought to you by the Bank of Dudley. We are your first and your only source for mediocre, below average sports coverage. Man, it feels good this morning. Pretty weather. It's Masters Week. We got a lot to talk about. We got a men's and women's national championship in basketball. We do have the Masters coming up. We got another round of the Bus Cup, and we've got some new details emerging from Hight's Dudley Little League incident, so you don't want to miss it. Stay with us. My name is Chill. Man, we are glad you're with us this morning. Let's meet the rest of the gang. Yeah! Come on, Hight. Let's go.
I'm just trying to imagine what could be coming up next.
Amazing details.
The truth.
Whatever it is, it's a lie.
He is a UGA graduate. He's a diehard dog. He can make a bottle of mouthwash stank. His bottom row looks like he bit a brick. I'm talking about the one and only pride of Buddy Johnson Road. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Adam Hightower.
Still ain't heard back from my Invisalign, so.
They probably tried to still figure that bottom row out. They ain't never had them go in so many different directions before.
Is that right?
Robin Hood and Little John walking.
He's back this week after a leave of absence. He looks like chewed up bubblegum with his shirt off. He loves his blow dryer. We're his only friends. His head is small, but his face is fat, and his eyes barely open. I'm talking about Matt Opie Hightower.
Hey guys, sorry I'm not wearing my West Orange pullover today.
They were drinking.
Should be.
I would never.
That's why you're a loser. So there you go. There's that.
Ain't for everybody.
It ain't.
That RP ain't for everybody, boy. Ready to pride, baby.
Get you a little RP, baby.
You don't know about that.
He don't know nothing about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's back this week, believe it or not. His dad gave him everything he has. He wears tighty whities under his boxer brief. He's shaped like an upside-down Liberty Bell. I'm talking about the one and only Christopher Intern J. Bridges.
Who's got it better than Opie? I just don't understand.
Everybody!
I don't understand why we do that. I don't understand why we do a Michigan thing.
That's his thing.
It's not Michigan. It's a J thing. No, it's a Michigan thing.
Because I do it.
You're copying.
I've never
Jim
met
Harbaugh.
Jim.
Let Jay cook. Let him cook.
Dan Patrick does it.
He don't add much to the show. That's one thing he does.
Dan Patrick does it.
People look forward to that.
Hey, we get to do that one every 3 shows when Jay shows up.
I can tell.
I've been here since you've been here. How about that?
It's been a long time since you've been here because I can see you here. You just steady grabbing the arm over there.
I'm going to do that regardless either way.
Dude needs some medicine.
Irregardless.
He needs some medicine.
Hey guys, wherever you're listening, make sure you are subscribed. If it's on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever it is, click that subscribe button. Give us the like button. There's about 4 or 5 of you regularly give us that thumbs up. Hey, and we appreciate that.
I'm one of them. On YouTube? I'm getting on YouTube and thumbing it up.
And a couple of my buddies said they get on there. Most time don't listen, but we'll give the thumbs up. So
Tate King gives us a thumbs up.
A loyal listener. So how we doing, fellas? How we doing this morning? Big week ahead, Masters Week. How we doing?
I'm ready to roll, Bubba.
Fired up.
Fired up and ready.
Accidentally fell asleep about 9:30 last night, something like that.
On the couch.
Hey, you have been on.
No, world's largest beanbag.
You went to the bed?
World's largest beanbag.
You're welcome. That thing
in Brooks' room.
You have been known to fall asleep on accident.
Happens
more than anybody I've ever seen.
That dude will wake up and I have no clue where he's at.
Yeah, that is a fact.
Hold on 2%.
So
stumbling around the house too.
So tell me, like you're in the beanbag. Obviously, are you with your kids getting on the bed? And you just like you don't know. Hey, I'm closing my eyes. I'm finna go to bed. You just are all of a sudden are asleep and don't even.
So
I'm anxious to know how this works.
So Brooks, he had a ball game. He needs to help settling down. So I go in there and then I put my phone down because I don't want to be distracting him. Well, with my phone being lit up and whatnot. And then the next thing I know, it's like 11:30, and Jeremy finally comes and gets me and says, "Hey, you coming to bed?" And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
So he settled you down.
He settled me straight on that.
Oh man, that's good stuff. All right,
I'm just thankful I did 2 things last night before I went. 3 things: contacts out, brush teeth, phone on charger.
I believe 2 of them.
Win.
Which do you believe, really?
Not the brush of the teeth.
He's about to get Invisalign. He don't
This
really need
dude,
to.
boy, he
don't need to brush
He
it no
loves that low hanging fruit.
Man,
he can't come up with
listen,
anything.
when we were growing up, this dude would be wanting to go to sleep every night. So, and I'd be in there trying to talk to him. We had bunk beds, and he would get so mad at me for talking to him because he just wanted to go to sleep.
I was on the bottom of it. I'd be kicking that bed in between the slats.
And then he would finally just yell at me to be quiet, loud enough for our parents to hear. So then Uncle G come in there and give me a whip and tell me to go sleep.
So that's where that come from. Aunt Cindy used to come in there about 11:30, 12, sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, y'all need to go on to bed now.
She used to hide.
It'd be summer. We ain't got nothing to do. I mean,
Adam was probably texting. Come here and tell Uncle to leave me alone.
I can't open my eyes up no more. Fans hurt my eyes.
Dried out them contacts. All right. Well, we do have, before we even dive into the actual winners of the men's and women's college basketball games, the Bus Cup March Madness Mania has come to an end, and with UConn winning last night,
J.D. Carter.
the winner is J.D. Carter.
That's funny because Mitch was the head.
And both of his picks finished right beside each other.
And if Purdue would have won, Mitch would have finished third and got a little money back. But with UConn winning, JD takes home first place. Anton, old TZ Ham, takes second, and Ty Wright takes third. So they will get the cash prizes that we discussed amongst
That
them.
Ronnie's always in the top. To have that bad jump shot, he gets lucky in the basketball.
Tell Anton him and Pooty got to show up to the Halloween party this year to get his money.
I mean, Anton, I woke up to a text. I guess he sent it after I went to sleep, wanting to know if was it winner take all. Because he was in second place, so I ain't responding. I'm gonna let him
Sweat on that a little bit.
What was that, Ronnie? You say when we played Kobe? No, that was
Art.
What did he say? I can't remember.
Oh, Art. Good story.
Yeah.
What did he say that time? I can't remember.
No, Ronnie used to say something when we was playing.
Yeah, he already told us that.
Yeah, he pulled from timeline with like Rudy Gobert. Wet.
He's got one of the worst shots I've ever seen for sure. All right, so
Talking about Ty or Rudy?
Ty. Well, Rudy's is not pretty either.
Have you seen Ty's golf swing? One
bad,
time,
too.
listen, I was playing golf with Ty one time, and he would 2 or 3 putt, and then he'd get close to the hole, and then he'd gimme. He said gimme, but he didn't. He just thought it no stroke.
He didn't count the gimme.
Never counted the gimme.
It was just a continuation
And
of the
beat me
previous
by like 5 strokes.
That was a good bogey.
Yeah,
It'd be a double.
he beat, and I was like, there ain't no way this dude beat me. And then he, after we, I was arguing with him how there ain't no way he beat me, and then I find out it's because he didn't give himself a stroke every time he give me.
So he didn't count it going in the hole ever.
So
I like that better.
18 strokes is what it was. At least.
That could be a difference in winning and losing, can't it?
Yeah.
All right, we do have 2 new winners of college March Madness. You've got the girls, South Carolina, undefeated season, pretty impressive, beat Iowa the other night. And then last night, UConn. And I didn't realize this until I was listening to the radio yesterday, that UConn obviously won back-to-back, but that's 12 consecutive double-digit wins in the March Madness. So that's pretty impressive.
I was not impressed with South Carolina's or the girls in general. I watched the game, and the big girl for South Carolina couldn't have been slower.
And she's
I'll tell you what she was.
Top 4 pick.
I tell you what, she was getting rebounds.
She was doing that. She's
Do you feel like the big guy for Purdue is real quick?
Ain't too many people that
He only
saw
had
that.
37 last night.
Yeah. But
South Carolina was a lot faster than Iowa.
Especially if
Other than Caitlin.
I'm Jay.
Your own camera leaning up. What do you mean open? Who blames on you after going like this?
I actually forgot I was okay. I feel better.
I mean, it was somewhat unimpressive, but that was the most viewed basketball game, period, since 2019. The women's NCAA
And there's one
championship.
reason and one reason only.
So that was my question.
Caitlin Clark.
That was my question. Is that because everybody's talking about the girls' game's growing, it's good for the sport. Does it have any staying power whatsoever, or was it just one interesting personality?
It won't be that way next
That's what I'm finna say.
So one thing there, the women's national championship game is up against almost nothing. Like there's
Yeah,
there's no sports going on.
Like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon.
It's every year. So
Do you think the early time on Sunday helps them as opposed to Sunday night?
Well, the only thing they're going against is
The
the
Braves.
Food Mart 400 at Martinsville.
Yeah, because so that's Jack's birthday every year at the end of March. So a lot of times his birthday party is that girls' national championship Saturday. So I spent a lot of Saturdays that time of year watching the women's national championship game on the couch with family and stuff like that. And it's the only thing on. That's why I'm watching it.
Yeah.
But
But
not
would
that I dislike.
Would
that,
you have
but
watched it if Caitlin Clark wasn't playing this year? By
Probably.
default, would you still have?
Probably not. No. It was appointment television because of Caitlin Clark. I was at softball practice, and I was wanting to get home to watch the game.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, South Carolina to go 37, 38-0, whatever they did is ridiculous. I mean, it don't matter what you're playing, and they obviously have better players than everybody else.
And their coach is really, really good.
And Dawn Staley's really good. But yeah, I think Caitlin Clark had the majority to do with it, of people wanting to, just because she's electric, and you know you don't really find that a whole lot in girls basketball. And then you see saw the reports yesterday or whatever where like Diana Taurasi and them are hammering her like.
They're just jealous.
Yeah,
Probably
I
just,
didn't see that. What did they say?
Yeah, it was on Fox. They were just talking. She just made a quote, something like, you know, you're going to be in for a rude awakening when you come to the WNBA, where these people have been pros for a long time and basically going to get humble
gonna be
pie. And I'm
playing with
thinking,
grown
this girl
women.
shoots from half court. Like, that don't matter who's out there. Like,
Yeah. She was like, you're going to be playing with grown women. You got a rude awakening.
there was a couple of WNBA players that took shots at her, but I'm like, Jay, I mean,
That's just
Jealousy, yeah.
jealousy.
but I mean,
Old girls club just don't want to let somebody.
You know them. You know how them girls are.
let them girls
You
do.
know how the girls do.
They get real catty.
Round.
So it was, but it was pretty. It was pretty neat to have the girls basketball. Have people like us wanting to at least watch that game.
Have you ever watched me?
Speaking to the mic, please.
You ever watched girls basketball before?
You can pull that mic away. So
I don't
when you
like to
lean
touch
up,
it like Obi.
but just pull it out a little bit.
It was right in front of his face. He leaned
It
around
moves
it.
if I touch it, so I can't touch it. Hey, that
That guy steady can't figure out which side of the mic to talk into.
you gonna be talking about somebody with
First
a mic.
off, it's got him pinned to the window. He's like,
Well, that's because my chair be moving like this. It rocks.
oh, but
Have you ever watched any girls basketball before this year? Really? I haven't.
I have, yeah.
No.
the Raiders?
I can understand that, but she's a bad girl. I'd stay in college. They said she can get like $20 million in NIL deals instead of going to WNBA deal with that crap. And get paid.
I thought she was going to Big Three. Was that not true?
it was
Why
just
would
an
she
offer.
not? Why would she not? She go from making like $75,000 a year to $5 million. Why would she not?
She's a competitor, Opie. She wants to go against the best.
She's doing it for the kids.
I like to compete against being poor.
Kate loves the kids. Yeah, I'm sure
It's
she's
a tough
struggling.
battle.
Mitch is what?
Sorry, boys. Just woke up from Longhorn right here at 5:52 a.m.
This is, and then he wonders. Like yesterday, I asked him because I asked him face to face. Are you in for tomorrow?
I never miss a
Dude,
show.
why do you why do you ask everybody else? Like, why are you asking me? I was like, cause you'll miss. Dude, I never miss. Like, I don't. Case in point. Here's I'm gonna add this one to the tally.
He's got this inferiority complex. Like he always thinks people are out to get him. But all we ever do is go based off of what we know from him, based off of his actions.
But you know, I firmly believe he don't.
He don't see it.
Like when he's saying I don't miss, he's not recalling any time he's like he firmly believes what he's saying, and he'll argue on it until you call him out, and he's like, "Well, I mean,
Just about like the time he told us that the Michelangelo painted the devil faces like the Pope because he didn't.
Did you research it?
Yeah, I researched it.
Hey,
That was
I was
not
wanting
true.
to check back on that.
It was not true at all.
He told his whole world history class that.
You think Law's going to get that piece of 3-rule notebook paper back out today and start calculating show misses?
It would be tomorrow. So on Wednesday, when he listens to the show, him and Haley listen to the show. He'll be like, Haley, I can't believe they talking about me like that.
You almost went
Spring
open
break
on him
got
right
him.
there.
Spring break got him. He'll blame
Should've went
man,
cross-eyed.
I
Should've
ain't
went
had to wake up because of spring break. Man.
I can't believe they're talking about me.
Oh, has he had one yet this morning? You think?
Well,
Just rolled over.
he may have a CPAP with smoke in it. I don't know.
That's pretty good. All right. Oh man,
You think he smokes in the bed?
Felt like you were saying something. Never mind.
I was pulling a fake cig like Law. I don't know.
Oh man. So did y'all watch any of the Purdue UConn game last night?
0. 9:30.
Why's a tough start? I
That
mean,
is so late.
Yeah, that's awful. Terrible. I mean, I was already asleep by then.
yeah,
I was
on
too.
accident.
Yeah.
I was asleep on purpose.
Well, I was planning on watching it, and then I was watching something about watching the Braves. I've said this before. It's just like relaxing to me. I'm in the bed. It's just, and then they were up, then they were down, and like Jay said off air a while ago, like the way they've played recently, you expect them to come back. Sure enough, they kept coming back just enough to keep me in there, and I hung all in at the bottom of the ninth, cut it to 1, runner on second, 2 outs, and bread. So then I was really mad.
What is the deal with a 9:30 start time?
I don't really know.
What's the point?
West Coast bias.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean,
Nancy Pelosi.
that's where it all goes back to.
I'm proud of Jay for even knowing who somebody that represents somebody.
No idea who that is.
He's heard it before, and he said it correctly.
Rick and Bubba said it. That's why.
That's a win.
Rick and Bubba said it.
I just know it, so that's all that matters.
Say Pledge of Allegiance right now.
Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh man. So yeah, we had on here to revisit Law's honeymoon, but Law finally got to enjoy his honeymoon. His wife said they had a good time wherever they went, mountains.
Yeah, to the mountains and that little tree in that tree house.
What'd you say about that one picture he took?
Haley looked pretty and normal in every photo. There was one photo they were both laid on the rocks, and Law looked like he gained 60 pounds.
What about them kissy faces he was doing?
He loves to do that now. He go duck lips on him in a hurry.
I don't think I got those. He must be a different character.
The Joker loves to love some Haley now.
His feet probably hurt if he wore them blue Hey Dudes hiking all day.
Every little rock.
Have you ever seen him wear anything other than Hey Dudes?
No.
That's all that dude wears. So, all right, let's take our first commercial break. On the other side of it, we're going to talk a little Masters, and we've got a bus cup that you're not going to want to miss. So y'all.
We love you, Law. Just headed in the commercial break.
He's gonna be, when he hears this, he's going to be in a tizzy.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back. Y'all stay with us.
New year, new financial goals? Whether it's saving, investing, or planning for the future, we've got your back. Visit Bank of Dudley today and let's make 2024 your year for financial success. Bank with confidence at Bank of Dudley. Since 1905, member FDIC.
This is Brad Meeks, owner of Brian's Giant Subs. Thanks for listening to the Big Ugly Sports Podcast. Come see us today to grab your favorite sub, 1632 Veterans Boulevard in the Oaks Shopping Center, Dublin, Georgia.
J2 Streaming Services. With over 9,000 live channels and packages starting at $15 per month, you literally can't beat it. Visit them on the web at www.j2streaming.com. Proud sponsor of the Big Ugly Sports Show.
For all your HVAC needs, please call Elite Comfort Solutions. We specialize in commercial and residential HVAC. The number is 833-483-HVAC, and the website is www.elitecomfortsolutions-inc.com. Call for a free quote today.
Big Peach Car Wash coming this April across from Walmart on Highway 80. I hadn't washed my truck in 5 years. I'm breaking that streak this April.
Welcome back to the Big Ugly Sports Show, brought to you by the Bank of Dudley since 1905. Appreciate their sponsorship, as always. All right, guys, it is time for the next round of the Bus Cup, brought to you by Blackshear Beverage. So it's getting that time to get out on that late. You heading down 280 or Georgia 300, make sure you go by Blackshear Beverage. Tell them the Bus Gang sent you. They're not going to know what you're talking about, but just tell them anyways. It'll make us feel good and let us know that you told them.
They got a nice little store in there.
You finally went in there? Did you go to the one on
there a while back?
Yeah, a couple times.
And, and that's what you don't remember. He tried to tell the lady he was from Big Ugly Sports, and they didn't have a clue who he was talking.
Oh, what's that?
That is awesome. I'm gonna have to talk.
No discount, no nothing.
I'm gonna have to talk to the head of operations about that.
Me too.
It's kind of messing up our sponsorship. All right, so this one is going to be first come, first serve. So, you know, we're shouting.
Can we get an update on the points real quick before we get rolling?
Quick update. I like it. Where we stand right now. Hight atop the leaderboard with 19 points. That's why he said that he wanted to hear it. And then Opie and Jay tied in second at 14. So there are.
Where's Law at?
Law's down in third at 13.
None today.
He's in fourth at 13. Yeah, tough day for Law. So first place will take 4, second place 3, third place 2, and Law will get none. So here we go. And I'll keep the running total over here. So this is for 1 point. The way Wade sent them today, they're points per question, so they're not all worth 1 point. All righty. This is the category of science. Okay. How many?
Jay's already out.
How many chambers make up the human heart?
4.
All right.
Those are ventricles.
Are we doing the shouting because Adam was fussing about it writing?
No, that's what
I've not complained not once.
I've heard you on the radio.
I'm going to win either way.
I asked Wade about writing it down on dry erase.
Why is a sports show doing science?
Hey, can you shut up?
That's so stupid.
I do. I do.
This
If we had boards, I'd get it.
Hight should know this one. Okay, you shouldn't. You should be the first to get this one. What is the medical term for bad breath?
Halitosis.
Yep.
I like a tie right there between y'all two. I'm gonna give both of y'all two on that.
Thanks, Jill, for pointing that out.
Jay, you get nothing.
Been dealing with my whole life.
This is for stupid people.
All right, Jay, we got some stuff for you coming too. All right, this is the last one in science. 3 points. What is the largest?
Whoa, this is worth 3 points?
Yeah. The last one's worth 2.
Okay.
This one's worth 3. Like just for today's round.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What is the largest internal organ of the human body?
Liver.
Jay, baby, coming in with the liver. Look at him. And just like that, Jay ties the round. I know what you're saying, and it's not. It's not for you especially. This dude couldn't even get his answer right over there.
He loved it too much.
He was looking at me, knew what I was thinking.
All right. Here we got some Masters trivia now, Jay. You ready? You got your hat on, so you ought to do good.
Didn't even cross Jay's mind.
I'm surprised he knew the answer was liver.
Yeah.
My wife's a nurse.
Okay. That makes sense.
Knowledge by osmosis.
Quizzes.
I was just going to shout out photosynthesis.
Here we go for the Masters. 1 point. Who is the defending champion?
Rom. Oh, gotcha.
Boy, got fired up right here, son.
Liver got me going.
All right. For 2 points. Who has won the most Masters?
Tiger. No, Jack Nicklaus.
Jack Nicklaus.
That's
Hey, I said it once. I said it first.
Oh, did
No, you didn't say his whole name. You just said Nicklaus.
He said Tiger. I said Tiger. He
Okay, I
said
thought he had
He said
Tiger.
Nicklaus, not Jack Nicklaus.
He was against me. He don't like me
there's
winning.
No, it's just a miss
Calm
here.
down.
There's a lot going on
Calm
right
down.
now.
Miss here.
I mean, I can barely hold the board up over this.
I don't like this shout.
Well, you just say it. You don't have to shout it.
You're tied for first place. You should
I
be
know.
good.
but
All right, here we go.
Like it.
3 points. It's 3 points, and I'll give you, if you get it right, I'll give you an additional point if you guess the second part, but only if you get it right.
It's gonna be wild.
Who is the oldest player to win the Masters?
Jack Nicklaus.
Okay, it is Jack Nicklaus. So you get 3 points for that. Any
Back-to-back
idea what it, for
question.
one more point? What's his age when he won it?
46.
+1. Look at Opie. Wow.
He's been watching Master Highlights on the Golf Channel.
All right, here we go, Jay. This is. You got 3 questions that are not going to do you well here. I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. So we got presidents trivia. Okay.
Richard Nixon.
This is where law.
Nancy Pelosi.
Proud of you, buddy.
This is where law could have done well. All right. For 1 point, who was the 16th president of the United States?
Harry Truman.
Abe Lincoln. Hight wins. For 2 points, who was the first father-son to serve as president?
Adams. John
Samuel.
Quincy Adams.
All right. Opie gets 2. All right. For 3 points, who was the only president to serve 2 consecutive terms, the 22nd and the 24th president? 2 non-consecutive terms, sorry. The only president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms. 22nd, 24th. I'll give you a quick hint. His last name, this is not a hint that's going to help you probably, but his last name, people have this brand of wedge in their bag. Golf bag. A wedge that they'll use with this brand.
Cleveland.
Jay wins.
Grover. Old Grover.
Cleveland. There we go. All right, last 3 questions right here. Get out there, Hight. This dude's trying to
total.
Hey, don't just keep
It's
everybody
not the
guessing.
answers. It's the points total.
All right,
I'm in
these are
third.
sports.
It's not a good day for me.
This is sports. Who won the NCAA men's basketball
UConn.
tournament in
That was his answer.
in 2000? I'm just kidding. That was
2000?
No, I'm just kidding. It was 2023. Hight got it.
He tried changing on me because I got it.
Wait, man. You got to let him finish the
No, you
question.
don't. It's
You
been
don't.
established.
Hey,
No.
college basketball.
You
that
don't,
was a
but
tough
you-
one.
but you only get one.
UConn. They won this year and last year.
That was the question. Yeah, good job.
Good
All right,
job,
2
Wade.
points each.
Wade must didn't give you these. These are way too easy.
Hey, 2 points each. So you don't have to get both. Somebody will get one. Somebody get the other. 2 points each. Okay. Name the team. This is a good one. Name the team where the city and the team name, for instance, Atlanta Braves.
Anaheim Angels.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
No. And you get multiple guesses on this, and I'll give you that. Name the team where the city and the team name start with the same 3 letters. One of them's baseball, one of them's football, professional.
Same 3 letters.
The first 3, like if it was Atlanta Atlas or something. ATL.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot of dead air on this one.
Los Angeles.
One of the teams is in the NL East.
Philadelphia Phillies.
All right, there's 2. Okay. One of the football team, have electric colors.
San Diego Chargers.
No, it's Los Angeles Chargers, not the San
Does
Diego.
Los Angeles and Chargers start with the same first 3 letters?
Seahawks.
Say it again.
Seattle Seahawks.
Seattle Seahawks.
You said a lightning bolt.
He said electric,
Oh,
which that was not a good hint, but Opie got it.
I think you just maybe
Electric
take
color,
lightning bolt.
what should I say? If I'd have said Pete Carroll, y'all would have got it. I mean,
I don't know.
They're electric.
Man.
Yeah. Shut up, Jay.
How's
Like electric color, like, you know what I'm talking about, like
Neon color.
yeah,
Bright.
neon.
Let's get
Bright.
electric. Boogie woogie.
All right,
woogie,
last
woogie.
question for 3 points.
I need this back.
What sports city
No chance.
in Major League Baseball, football? Never mind. I'm not even going to give you those 3. There's another one too. What sports city had all 3 of its sports teams have the same color scheme?
Pittsburgh.
That's right, but it's not the answer.
Let me. Is that what? Hold on.
He saw your phone.
No,
Yeah, it's at Pittsburgh. Good job, Hype.
Yeah, the Penguins
Hyght
and the
gets 3.
Steelers and the Pirates.
All right, so today's Bus Cup.
You did like this. I saw you.
Jay finishes with 3, 6, 8, 9. Height finishes with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Opie finishes with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12. So, hey, where's my...
You're going to win this because I won the Masters Cup. Because you was on my team.
So, Opie, you will get 4 points today. Jay's going to close the gap by a little bit with 3, and Height still going to keep his lead with 2.
Jay beat you in trivia today.
Yeah, let that sink in. He's going to be thinking about this all day.
He's
Hey,
on.
I'm
He's gonna
proud of
be
y'all,
even-
though.
He's going to be even more
You feel
tough.
like you so good
Is
at
this the first
sports
time I didn't
trivia.
win?
No, he's going to be even more touchy at Dudley.
Well, you didn't win at the Bus Masters.
No, I'm talking about this is the first trivia time I didn't win.
You tied last week
So, again, thank you to Black Shear Beverage
Still a win.
for
with an asterisk because I wasn't here.
coming through with that. All right, let's talk a little Masters. It is Masters week, so when everybody hears this,
Asterisk.
Asterisk.
it's
Asterisk.
Like, it's SK.
SK, yeah.
Huh. Didn't get a point for that, did you, bud?
Even if I didn't, I'd still beat you by 2.
No. Do you feel like you would have won last week if you weren't here?
Undoubtedly. Undubitably. Without a doubt.
Undoubtedly. All right, let's talk. Let's talk Masters.
Anti-nasal.
Jay, do we need to? Is the Masters bracket something?
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll go ahead. Fill everybody in about that.
We'll do a little Masters pool. I think we got it's up to about $1,000. I think we got 50 people in there right now.
I hadn't put mine in yet, but I'll be.
The pot last year was $2,800. If you want to get in, holla at your boy, Chill, or somebody will direct you in the right direction.
Yep.
Direct him in the right direction.
So the way it works, you'll
Is
pick.
that not right? He'll direct you in the right direction. What you want it to be.
No, direct him.
you thought it was wrong, didn't you?
It's just redundant, Jay. I don't know if you know what that word means.
No, but it's still right. Hey, I'll direct you in the right direction.
You direct it. So make sure you get in that bracket. If you're not, you can reach out to us in any way on any platform to get more information about it if you want.
Oh yeah, any of our buddies is listening. Don't forget about the Masters party Saturday. We'll have a.
Hey, but if you
Literally the only people who are listening.
yeah, but if you're not a buddy and you listen, don't come.
We're having a little par 3 contest. We're gonna have a golf simulator, barbecue sandwiches, some egg salad.
Oh, we're doing. I didn't know simulator.
Starts at 9 a.m.
No,
You think
don't
we-
come over here until about 2.
Is the par
You
3
think we
contest on the simulator or
No,
on
the
actual
par 3
course?
contest is the real deal. Simulator's just
You
something
think
to
we can
do.
workshop my swing a little bit?
And peach ice cream and some pound cake.
How much pizza?
Wow, this
can
dude's
be?
going all out, son. Hey,
Do it.
nobody throws a party like a
You do
J
it,
baby
you
party.
got to do it big.
I can't wait. What time's it starting?
Don't
9
come
a.m.
until 2.
I'll be here about 1.
Gate to be closed. Change the code.
No chance.
So who do you think? Let's talk about who. Do you got anybody you think? Can you name a winner for the Masters? Is
Scotty
it
Scheffler.
okay? Safe pick.
Let it reach.
He's odds-on favorite by more than
4-1.
yeah. That's about right.
That's pretty good.
I think the next highest is over double that. I think.
Yeah, I think it's 11-1.
So who is somebody in this pool that you're taking? Is there somebody that you take every year that you probably feel like is not going to do well, but you just want to take them just because?
Shoffley. I pick him every year, and I'm like, man, he's such a nice guy. He don't say nothing to nobody. He's solid play. Sunday comes, choke time every time. But I won't pick him because I like him.
And I'm that way with Ricky Fowler. Ricky's probably not going to win.
It used to be that way with kids too, because I mean, you got to love kids and
dog.
I mean, he just lets you down.
So. Yeah, what you got to rope? You doing a little odds on research?
Sleeper pick might be Wyndham Clark for me, but Scheffler's 475. Rory's next at 1100.
Wyndham Clark this year. Anytime I turn on golf, he's somewhere up there competing.
He got that sports psychologist, and now he's on it.
Thanks to that Netflix show. Shout out.
You think if Jay had a trivia psychologist, he'd be better?
I mean, we're tied.
He did pretty good today without one.
We're tied, and dudes like you suck.
Those staggered points really hurt me.
He's got you by one.
I mean, I'm awful. Good gracious, I'm one up on you.
I wasn't even here last week.
So stupid. Me neither, dumb.
both of y'all were here. All right. This is not news that we really want to talk about, but Calipari to Arkansas. How about did anybody see that coming? When you think Calipari, you think Kentucky.
Was that a move you think to so he could just get out of Kentucky and not have to be expected to win every single time?
Yeah, because is that the third year in a row they've had a first round exit, second or third year?
Super high expectations, a lot of pressure.
But the expectations, I feel like, which this comes with any territory, is now Kentucky's always been good at basketball, but since he got there, they've been elite. And so those expectations is what he brought by him doing that.
Big Suey.
Well, I mean, Arkansas is supposed to have some pretty good boosters, and so he'll be able to make them competitive, bring some swagger to them and their program, and they're probably going to go in a different direction at Kentucky now. You know, you can't come in and bring somebody in who's kind of like Calipari Jr.
Yeah.
They're going to bring in somebody who's maybe a little less flamboyant, or for lack of a better word, and then Arkansas gets competitive. You know, they're a sneaky basketball team. They have resources. They can do big things, and he will bring some credibility to their program. It should be interesting.
Didn't I read where he's good buddies with one of the boosters, like a billionaire or something like that, that I'm sure it's going to be pumping?
How would we know if you read that?
I mean, is that accurate, what I was saying? I could try.
Possibly. Possibly.
I thought you might have read it, too, the way you were talking.
I didn't. But
when you said boosters.
I mean, how about the SEC getting even stronger? I mean, so now it used to be the SEC was, second fiddle in basketball and the Big East and ACC. But now SEC is the strongest basketball, the strongest baseball, strongest football.
They had none in the Final Four now of basketball.
Yeah. Well, they got raped in the March Madness. They got killed, boy.
Is that a trigger word? He got offended when you said rape. Don't say that, Oak.
Sorry. He had a rough childhood.
Jay. Double down on it.
Rape?
Well, he's backed in the corner, literally, physically backed over there.
Jay, you said rape? Shut up.
That's insensitive, Jay.
That was so stupid.
SEC did not have a good tourney.
No.
Alabama's the only.
Hey, them dogs, those Final Four NIT.
Let's go, baby.
He got beat to sleep at Final Four, boy.
Finished like 70th.
Hang that banner.
That's really is the best they've done in about
Opie,
a decade.
are you going to do a Masters thing, pool?
Yeah, I might. Yeah, I need to.
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, yeah, I need to. $20 though. That's high.
Yeah, but think of how much you're going to
That
win.
pot was impressive though.
$2,800 last year. I mean, I'll spend 20 to take a chance.
And Jay said if he wins, he's donating it to the show.
Wow.
What a guy.
Yep.
Yeah, but
look for that.
We'll have us another sponsor like Mosquito Line, who Jay reaches out, and before Jay starts saying something dumb about he lets us use this bin. We're thankful him and Benny let us use this bin, and we're able to film our hair. But he texts us in that group saying, "I got us a new sponsor," and I'm sitting here thinking, look at my boy right here who don't come half the time, but he's done got a sponsor, and so I'm like, okay, who is it? And he said, Mosquito Line, who we've never heard of, and I was like, okay, what are they giving? Like, because we have packages of sponsorship packages that our other sponsors have paid to have on the commercials and everything. And he's like, oh no, they just spray my yard for free.
First of all,
the question I have is, when they were talking, did Jay say, hey, listen, I got this podcast that several people listen to?
100%.
And if you'll do this, I'll get you on there. We just call it even.
This the intern acting like he's the president.
Let me tell you the story. This is how it goes. First of all, it's
and tried to sell it to us by saying there's no mosquito. Like we've been getting terrorized by mosquitoes.
you just wait till summertime.
In the morning, they ain't flying.
12 degrees out here in the
So tell us how it went, Jay.
All right. First of all, it's Reed's uncle. It's Sherry's husband, Doug.
Dougie Fresh?
It's Dougie Fresh. So Doug sprays our yard because, we hang out at the barn all the time. You don't get beat on mosquitoes. You get no West Nile. So he comes up to me, spraying my yard Saturday. He said, where's y'all? No, we was eating Friday night. The family came over and he said,
is this what it sounds like when I tell the story?
Yes. We was eating Friday night. He said, can I go look at y'all's studio?
What were y'all eating?
Yeah, man, come on, look at the
What
studio.
were y'all eating, Jay?
And then ribeye steak sandwiches.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And he comes out here Saturday, spray yard. Hey, I got a sign. Can I put it in the ground? Yeah, man. Yeah. All right, appreciate it. So he sprays my yard for free. So I got a sign.
Was he spraying it for free without the sign, you think? Like, was he just going to do it
That's between me and Doug.
This is unbelievable. So basically, we need to put a lock on our door, fellas, to the plane in there. He's bringing visitors in out here to covered up my dog face back there.
And this is the one and only run it's getting right here. It's coming down after that.
I'll kick you out of here before you
we need this place more.
Here.
That sign might stay. We can relocate it.
I'll kick you.
I just know that the other people that actually gave us money.
Yeah, but they're getting on commercials and things like that. So that's what they're getting. And they're getting fake social media advertising. We're not giving Mosquito Line. Shout out to Mosquito Line.
I think he tries to big time my place. Like, he can tell me what I can do at my place. That's funny to me.
When you're not here, I do it all the time.
This is our studio, ain't it? We got rights here. All right, y'all. Y'all stay with us. On the other side, the most anticipated moment, the much you've been waiting for, the new details coming from Hight's Dudley Little League incident. We'll talk a little Braves baseball.
Slander.
Y'all stay with us. We will be right back.
Bank of Dudley is proud to sponsor the Big Ugly Sports Show. Wherever you're listening to your favorite sports show, you can also be banking with your favorite bank. Bank of Dudley offers mobile and online banking platforms to make managing your money easy. Get on that Bank of Dudley bus. Bank of Dudley since 1905. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Big Ugly Sports Show. Once again, brought to you by the Bank of Dudley.
Too sensitive.
All right. Yeah, sensitive Jay now.
What?
All right, here we go. So, update on Hight's Dudley Little League, which, by the way, I've had multiple people, to tell me how funny that story is and how much they enjoyed that. So, Height, for the show, I know you continue to do stuff to jeopardize things like that on behalf of the show, and we appreciate that from Big Ugly Sports. So.
And the Hightower name.
Yeah.
Really.
All right, so here's...
If that's the worst thing I do, the Hightower's doing all right.
Someone randomly texts me, a name to remain anonymous. There's more to the story with Hight and DLL that he left out. ...
I can guarantee I know which idiot this is.
And I said, man, I need all the details. He said, so Hight's team is in the first base dugout, and Hight is the quote-unquote dugout coach.
Not true.
While
Bench coach.
Hight, hold on.
Not true.
While his team is hitting, Hightower was so mad, he went to the opposing team's dugout to get away from the umpire and stayed there for at least 2 innings. A kid's parent had to get out of the stands. By the way, she was in center field watching the game, to go to the dugout to coach because kids were just running around everywhere and batting out of order. FYI, I was an eyewitness, and this is my statement for the jury. What an embarrassment for the bus crew. That
is not true.
So Hight,
it's 100% false.
Mom has to come out of center field to coach.
And first of all, I'm not the dugout coach. Never have been.
Well, what is your responsibility?
Base coach.
Okay.
And I was coaching third base. So, and that
So you right behind the head coach. You next in line. Head coach is throwing
I
out
coached
you
third
head
base.
coach. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
at the inning change, you just hung out over there, didn't come back?
No, I was talking to Peyton Man. Not Peyton Man.
He was there too.
This guy.
Peyton
This
Mills.
guy's throwing out.
So radical.
He's grasping at anything.
They do try to make us believe Peyton Manning was there. Isn't that crazy?
Peyton Mims was in the other dugout, and so he was coaching the other team. So I was talking to him about doing some work over at our house, and we were just shooting the breeze. And
So
that was it.
you abandoned your post, is what you're saying?
No.
So part-time coach.
Do you think you can just walk back and forth to dugouts like that?
Yeah.
Can you guess who?
No, I started out thinking that was going to be Thompson that said that.
Not Thompson.
No, because he had a big time with it when we were at his house the other evening. But no, none of that's true.
Wow. So you're calling this person?
Sounds like it's kind of true.
Or you're saying maybe what he saw was just a mistake. He's saying he saw what he saw.
Did I go over there to coach third base? Yes. Did I stay over there when we were on defense as well?
So when y'all played last night, did you third base it the whole night? So basically, you got away from the umpire. You went to third to get away.
No, because what happened was we changed pitchers.
You the pitching coach?
No.
Bullpen coach.
Randy was pitching. Randy was pitching. I was coaching third. Well, now Blake Coleman is pitching. So I went to coach first, and
Blake come in for Randy.
Yeah,
he can throw harder than Randy,
and he throws seeds in there too, and it's good. I mean, he can throw it right to where the bat's going to be.
Well, to our loyal listener who listens, the verdict's still out. The bus team will talk about it. But Opie, what do you coming from a high tower? When you hear this, you heard it on the radio last week about Hight's incident. What were your initial thoughts?
I'm out there in the streets trying to make a good name for the high towers, and the joke's just steady tearing it down.
One thing I've known,
I mean, grown up
for 30 plus years, he's not competitive. He's not near as competitive as I am. He never has been. He's very content. Look at his body.
What was that score right there?
You know what it said all this? We keep y'all over there at Warnock Park and I'll let y'all come over here. And that's what
it's just not hard as a grown up to just keep your mouth shut. It should not be. It should be.
That's been hard, little brother.
Come on, little brother.
Listen, you remember that book we talked about recently, Matheny Manifesto, that you said you read and liked? Read it again.
It don't say that in there?
It says,
I don't believe there's a chapter in there that says that you can't say something slick, underhand, like real low.
Slick. That's
low,
the problem.
Low key.
He's low key, proud of himself for what he did.
I'm not at all.
He just called himself slick.
No,
so he apologized just so he can say he apologized.
Tell him he doesn't
understand. Truth just came out.
Slick means low key.
So this
proud of himself.
This dude is like, hey, did y'all hear how I got him? Dude didn't say nothing about it.
But that's probably why we ended up being best friends.
Hey, the umpire probably rode home with his mom from the game, but I got him.
Not true.
That's how we ended up being best friends. I was like, man, this dude's a smart butt. Man, we get along good.
He does. Height will pop up at the mouth quick too.
And I don't mean to. I don't mean to. And I'm working on it. I'm better than I was.
Chill, you didn't play much ball with him, but dude, when we used to play ball, he'd always get us in something.
Me?
You'd always get us in something. Jay, get him.
What I remember is Adam would be running his mouth the whole game. Jay would accidentally say one thing at the end of the game. They want to fight Jay in the parking lot.
Well, nobody wants to fight the catcher.
So, Hyde, I'm sorry that the lies are being told about you, but I believe you. Hey, I
like your passion, but
wouldn't be so many lies if he didn't give him so much to start with.
Here we go.
He's in the spotlight now.
You know who's really just. He's enjoying this so much because people think he's my little brother. Like people always think, that he's less than me, and so now this is his opportunity to feel like he's big time in me.
You let him on your podcast.
A dude has no friends other than the ones that I've introduced him to. Now he's on my podcast, and now he's trying to come on here and big time me the way he does. And it's just. It hurts me as much as much as I've done for you.
I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
I don't tell you enough. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for everything.
Hey, you're welcome.
That is good stuff. So who knows what message may come through between now and next week. There could be another update on the Heights Little League, or he could give us some new material.
Hey, that's the thing about dirt. It's always going to come to the surface,
But all these things, I've learned from that. I'm going to do better. I'm going to continue to do better.
When are you going to quit learning from them and just be better?
I'm a lifetime learner, It's one of those
Continuing
things.
education.
Yeah, absolutely. But
sometimes you got to go backwards before you go forward.
Yeah, anytime I can do anything for the show, that's just the kind of guy I am, Because I care about the podcast.
That's true.
You got to keep that mindset.
Don't continue to show that.
You got to keep that mindset. You right, don't worry about nobody else.
Hey, you know what? I did learn a lot from Jay about how you got to look out for number one.
Nobody else is.
Yeah, nobody else is. You got to.
That's right.
No,
he will.
When one of my pastors is in the dugout with me, and I look at him, I said, "Man, I probably shouldn't have said that." He said, "No, you shouldn't." Randy, I said, "Yeah, now I gotta go apologize to him." He said, "Yeah, you probably need to."
Hi, I'm proud of you for apologizing, bud. Mike Thompson had an absolute blast with this. We went over to his house over the weekend, and boy, he was roasting Height. I kept gassing. It was so good.
Yeah, man, it was so fun. I had a great time.
And Thompson went on and on and on about it, and then it got into how Height's belittling this umpire. Meanwhile, Hight never volunteers to umpire this.
But he didn't want to, and he went back scrolling through his text messages all the times he'd asked me to umpire, and I told him no. But he overlooked the one where I said, yeah, if you have a
The one.
This is the most recent. I said, yeah, I'll do a 6 o'clock game if you got one. No, we got them covered. Sorry.
You probably knew that when you said 6 o'clock.
No, I didn't. I don't have a clue when they
Hey,
got
6 o'clock on, like Sunday night or something. Yeah, I can do that.
They said that other umpire's been scanning that umpire portal, waiting for Hight's name to drop in there so he can go over there and start hammering down on him a little bit. So
I don't know. He handled it real well, so he probably don't care nothing about it.
we keep rehashing it though for him. So all right, let's talk a little Braves baseball. We got the last few minutes of the show right here. Braves off to a pretty good start. Keep playing from behind a lot, having to score a lot of runs, but really the question we can start with, which we're still waiting, the Spencer Strider deal. We can all feel like he's probably done for the year. Yeah. So can the Braves have a successful year in Braves standards without Spencer Strider?
Our offense is good enough too. Playoffs going to hurt. I think we can still win the division without him. But going against like the Dodgers and people like that, which they're playing like crap right now, but you're going to need an ace. You got to have an ace. And he was our ace. And Freed's not looking good at all.
Yeah.
But it's a long season. Freed could get it right. But like Jay said, losing somebody like Strider's is detrimental to your playoffs. And, I mean, we all want to have a great regular season, but we need to go deep in the playoffs.
And I just don't think our bullpen can withstand.
I'm not worried about our bullpen. I think they'll be okay. What I'm worried about is not having Spencer Strider, who's you feel like when he's on the rubber, you got a good shot to win it. Freed, yeah, he could get back being good, but then with Charlie Morton and Chris Sale, who are both 40, I mean, you just don't really.
We need to sign Trevor Bauer needs to be signed.
We got to.
I thought the Mets signed him.
No,
I think that was just
that was probably the Japanese Mets.
Zach Greinke is available.
Nah,
he's 40.
That dude's weird.
Yeah,
but you got you do have Bryce Elder, you do have Smith Shawver or whatever his name is.
Well, that kid,
Dodd, some of those
that
guys.
Waldrop kid, they say
Thurston Waldrop.
He's going to be pretty good, but he got hit in the hand like Friday or Thursday on a comebacker, and I think that he might be throwing hand too.
So there's some young guys, but I mean it's just a long season. You never know who's going to come out. But do you think your projection right now, does it change that the Braves, if you thought the Braves could win the World Series or make it to the World Series, does it change without Spencer Strider?
My initial thought was there goes the World Series. But I mean we say that, but Philadelphia Phillies were not even a playoff team halfway through the year last year, and they came back and charged at the end. So I mean, I think a little bit of momentum goes a long way. We've got the bullpen. We've got the lineup for it. I can still see us. You got Freed turning around, Charlie Morton, Chris Sale. I think Freed,
the Lopez guy,
and Chris Sale are kind of our two aces in the postseason if we get to that point when he's still healthy. But I think we still got an opportunity to go deep and make a run at it. You just never know what's going to happen in the postseason. You have a couple big hits, and all of a sudden you're in the World Series.
Get hot at the right time.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what I was about to say. Somebody could get hot, and you never know. If somebody gets hot, playoff time, especially a starting pitcher gets hot, and we ride them through. I mean, who was it, Ian Anderson, or who was the guy?
Ian Anderson.
Yeah.
Won it.
So, you could get somebody like that.
Kyle Wright.
You could get somebody like that get hot, but if you're looking at it as like making odds, like Vegas odds, I guarantee our odds they dropped.
Yeah.
Because if you're leaning on Chris Sale and Charlie Morton to be your aces or your 2-3 guy for a long season and in the playoffs, I just feel like that's not nearly as comfortable. I feel better with them being 3-4 than 2-3.
Yeah, I saw a thing that said if Freed, the next 6 games, if Freed pitched 1-run ball of 6 innings, his ERA would still be 4.60.
That's a rough start.
Strider was the best pitcher in baseball last year.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So he should have won.
It's a huge loss, But it happens all that. I mean, that is Major League Baseball now. You're not going to start with the same 5 pitches or end with the same 5 pitches.
A lot of people are talking about the pitch clock. Has a lot to do with a rash of injuries every year, like all these guys.
I don't think
that's true at all.
I think it's just so much stronger and they're throwing so much harder and so much spin on the ball.
Throwing 100 miles an hour and snatching that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you're in a groove, you want to go fast anyway.
Well, I saw what you told Adam, where the Players Association, somebody in there's filing a lawsuit or making us think about it because they went to the pitch clock and then they shortened it too from when people are on base. I know they cut off like 3 seconds or something like that. But the good thing about the Braves is
boys can hit.
They can hit, man. I mean, you give yourself a chance with those guys being.
And Acuna ain't even been hitting good, and
Sean Murphy, you still ain't got him.
Yeah, he's out.
1 through 9
is on fire.
Him and Albies is locked in.
Were you watching last night when he almost went yard?
Yeah.
God, when it left his bats, and I sat up in the bed, I was like, "Here we go." I mean, right at the wall.
I'm circling back to this. I do think the pitch clock, especially with it being short with runners on, could definitely hurt somebody, cause them to be hurt. Because if a guy doesn't have a chance to settle himself, and it's a lot of mental preparation these pitchers are doing in between pitches and thinking and all that other stuff. And then if they're having to hurry up, their mechanics might be off a little bit. And if your mechanics are messed up, then
reach.
It's not a reach.
It's not a reach.
You look back. It's not hard. You got 16 seconds to throw a pitch.
You had cats like Nolan Ryan, Bob Gibson throwing.
They don't even have to figure out the signs anymore. They're telling them fastball in there, fastball outside corner.
That doesn't necessarily mean that doesn't. No, that's not the way it works, Opie.
That is the way it works. I played baseball just as much as you have. That's how it works. Listen, when I used to reach back and throw that 65 mile an hour gas.
First of all, you've never thrown 65 in your life.
I've thrown it a lot.
Oh, Jay.
Come on,
my 6:30 alarm. Sorry.
Sheesh.
Let's go.
Do y'all like that? The new in the ear thing where they tell them instead of doing the signs anymore. I don't like that.
It don't bother me.
It takes away from the game
until they mess up. Then it bothers.
Can't steal signs no more. Ain't no fun.
Makes it weird. Did you put fingernail polish on now?
Hey, real quick, guys, because I about forgot, and we're not done quite yet, but I did about forget. We do need to do our Brian Subs Winner of the Week. So Brian Subs Winner of the Week. Let's see who it is. It is.
Ting.
Let's try that again.
Ting.
Emily Murkison. Shout out to Emily Murkison this week's winner of the Brian's Giant Sub. Be sure to go by Brad Meeks and the gang and tell them the Buzz Team sent you and get that sub.
That Vaughn's wife?
Yep. Real quick, Opie made a comment, and let's let the people weigh in real quick. These last couple minutes, we're about to wrap up. But Opie did make a comment that he's against metal spikes in Major League Baseball. So, Hight, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I don't understand why he is, other than the time he got slashed playing flag tackle football.
You don't understand being a base stealer like Opie.
It's like every time there's a debate, he falls on the wrong side of it.
And he claims it for the show, but he really feels that way.
Yeah, man.
No, I'm just making the
all
argument
these things that you're on the wrong side of. It makes a much worse name for high towers than me saying something rude to
I promise you it does not. But so I'm just saying there's an argument that metal spikes aren't really necessary.
And he's the one making the argument.
When they used metal spikes back in the day, it's because they didn't have any other kind of spikes.
Hey, you know what? That's a reach. That's stupid.
Way to take something that was relevant earlier and then try to make it relevant again.
Was it irrelevant now?
It's irrelevant.
So they got other kind of spikes these days, and they still wear them. So they must be using them for something.
It's true. I mean, I'm not saying it's not marginally better, but there's also a player danger.
So you think rubber grab's good as metal?
Player danger.
No. Have you?
I just see it. I know marginal was a bit. Let me break it down for you. So it is slightly,
a little bit better. He gets on his heels. He starts
a little bit better.
He's on that high horse.
Yeah, he starts belittling people.
Yeah, this is a bad look, Opie.
I feel like that is par for the course on this show.
No, we always lift each other up around here.
I would never. I'm saying, yes, metal spikes are better than
Ricky
plastic
Henderson
spikes.
didn't wear rubber
But
spikes.
if you got somebody coming in spikes into a second baseman, you're much safer with plastic spikes or rubber spikes than.
But have you done any? Is there any? And I don't know if is there any research that says metal spikes for base runners and stuff are safer than other ones? The way they dig into the ground, prevent.
I'm not talking about for injuries running and stuff. I'm talking about for injuries of sliding in.
But what if they had done research and
breaking
said
up a
that,
double play? You got to be scared of the spikes.
I tell you what, the metal spikes sound real cool walking on concrete.
They sure do. I loved them playing ball.
Don't walk in the gym with them on. You will fall down
and get in trouble
and get cussed out by your football coach. I know that. But I'm just saying there's an argument of, do we still need them?
Yes.
So you're on the side of no to metal spikes, but pitch clock, hurry up.
Yes.
Increased arm.
I think the
One thing
pitch
about-
clock
one
has
thing
improved
about-
the game. I have a chance of watching the end of the game now. I never watched the end of the game because it was a 3.5 hour game. Now it's 2.5 hours. Much better product for TV.
What is he?
Hey,
What is he? Height?
I don't know.
Well,
An
he
idiot.
Oh, he don't even know.
Well, I wasn't sure where he was going. That's where I thought, but
hey.
I wasn't sure where.
I'm not an umpire in Little League, so just settle down.
We out of time. Height, take us home, bud.
Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, BigOsportsShow.com, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. That's all I got.
You two losers got anything?
What about Mitch? Mitch got anything?
He's had 3 or 4 of them by now. Anything? All right, guys. We appreciate your to all of our sponsors. Thank you for your support wherever you're listening. Make sure you are subscribed. We love you guys. It's Big Ugly Sports to the moon. We appreciate everything. Get on the bus. It's a movement. Height. Tell them to do whatever they're doing today, wherever they're at, what they need to do.
Get on that bus.
Wipers with the swag like this, and they swishin'. Yeah, they swishin'.